way I'm going to show you. So we are going to take our yarn, hold it with our thumb, and wrap it around our fingers, creating a little bit of an X. See how this part is crossed right here. So looking this way, I'm going to take my crochet hook, go under both loops, and pull up the second loop underneath the first one. And then I'm going to turn my crochet hook and grab onto this loop right here, pulling through that loop that we just made. Now we should have a loop on our hook, and this is the circle that we are going to be crocheting into right here. So we are going to chain up one.
You're going too fast.
We are going to place 8. So we are going to chain up one.
Okay.
We are going to place 8 single crochets into this circle.
All right, guys, counting time. 1, 2.
What you have to do technically to not get sued.
Oh, goodness gracious. Jinkies.
Oh, she's making a tiny one.
In zoo shitties?
She said 8.
Oh, Ruben.
6.
That is painful. Oh, goodness.
8. What's half of 8? 4,
Logan
8,
replies with
9,
a screenshot of his white paper
12.
and later explains to
Wait, hold on.
9,
Let me read that.
10.
Replying with just a picture from your terms of service or whatever is always just such a douchey thing.
12.
Single crochets, and now I'm going to take this end right here and pull the magic circle tight and close it up. And this pattern is going to be working in the round, so we're not even going to slip stitch into the first stitch. We're just going to keep going all the way around. So that was round 1. For the second round, we're going to place 2.
This. What'd she pull on?
Tight and close it up. And this pattern is going to be working in the round, so we're not even going to slip stitch into the first stitch. We're just going to keep going all the way around.
Because Zoo was created to support CryptoZoo and was not intended to be an investment vehicle, the contract doesn't include incentives for liquidity providing, although the largest cuts off. Okay, so it's just eat shit, loser.
So how did...
paper, and later explains to another member of the Discord.
How did I already mess up?
So that was round 1. For the second round, we're just going to keep... The pattern is going to be working and close it up. And this pattern is going to be working in the round, so we're not even going to slip stitch into the first stitch. We're just going to keep going all the way around. So that was round 1. For the second round, we're going to place 2 single crochets in each stitch, and we should end with 16 single crochets all the way around. So I'm going to place my first single crochet right in this stitch right here. 1 single crochet. And then place another one in that same stitch. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. So we have another single crochet, single crochet. So now we have 4, and we're going to continue all the way around until we have 16. Okay, so we have 16 single crochets. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 rounds of just 1 single crochet in each stitch. So at the end of both rounds, we're going to, again, have 16 single crochets. So I'll show you.
I believe there has been a misconception here. As outlined in the white paper, Zoo was created to support
cute for Christmas
and was not intended to be an investment vehicle. When you sold or bought is not my decision. And look, to be fair to him, there was a misconception that Zoo was an investment vehicle, but it's a misconception that he created.
And he's also not wrong. You shouldn't have bought in the first place. Like, I don't know what drew you to it to begin with. you must really love a picture of eggs and a picture of some animals. Like, he is not wrong. He wasn't the one that forced you to buy in and waste 80,000 doubloons on it. But very douchey, considering you were the one that scammed him and got him to bite into it.
Based strictly on the value of said investment vehicle. Quote, rules for selling.
Ah,
No
market
selling
manipulation.
Until a $200 million
Yes.
market cap. So I think it's fair to say, if Logan's own team were
Classic.
buying zoo coins early, waiting for them to go up in value to a certain level and then selling them, that sounds like an investment vehicle, albeit a very stupid one. The quote, abandoned. Will everyone who minted be able to get that refund, or just the current owners? Now, in reply to this, someone in the Discord said, if you sell, you lose common investing knowledge.
Or if you invest in CryptoZoo, you lose common sense knowledge. But I mean, again, that is a cold hard fact that he just dropped onto the table. He slapped his meat down and said, if you bought into this, you sold, you lost. He is correct. But it is still, once again, Logan's fault because he peddled a non-functional scam that was abandoned for a fucking year and a half.
And Logan replies,
That's why it took me so long,
agree with
because
me.
it was stuck.
In another Discord exchange, Logan says,
Can I
please
use
do
your
not
card?
put
I'm
any
not asking you to
money
watch him.
in crypto, which
Nobody
sounds
asked you to watch them.
reasonable to say,
Yeah.
but then
You asked
someone
more
follows
today.
up and
This
says,
time we'll send you
guys,
the
can
card.
someone explain what he said
Don't
with
kiss
not
the silver, because
investing?
next time
But
Friday
rather
the
than
kids.
replying, oh guys, I just meant like I
They're
don't
gonna
want
be the
anyone else
same thing.
losing money.
Come on.
I don't want
Silverware.
anyone else recklessly gambling. Logan replies
Over,
instead,
over
quote,
here.
I will no longer be
Over.
the scapegoat. Anyone's financial
Woe is me. Oh man, I'm so tired of being the scapegoat for my scam. Damn. The Matrix is out to get me here and I'm tired of it. No more of this. It's your fault that you fell for my scam. Idiots.
He doesn't seem to see anything wrong with advertising a game that will make you money, it never delivering, millions of dollars being stolen by criminals he hired. And then when all of those people want their money back, he feels like he's the scapegoat. Like, oh, these guys shouldn't have believed me when I advertised to them a fun game that will make you money. It
True.
just doesn't make any sense.
How could these fools have played into my trap when it was so obvious that it was a fake garbage scam to begin with? Why should I feel empathy for these plebeians? I hired 3 criminals to run this and they stole from me. I'm the victim, not these pores that put money into my shit. So why should I be bothered to help them? Fuck you guys.
I mean, Logan had a simple job to do. All he had to do was just come out, apologize, get as much money back for the victims as possible. But he himself can't help but play the victim here. In fact, I have a third example of how Logan might really feel, because Logan tweeted right before his response. He says,
That
quote,
shit was
the
awesome.
Matrix is real. Pray you never become its target. Now, I guess he's trying to channel Andrew Tate here unsuccessfully, basically saying like,
Andrew Tate even fucking
I'm
dunked on
getting
him for
attacked,
it.
not because I did anything wrong or scammed anyone. I'm just too much of a truth teller. I'm just an enemy of the system. That's
Yeah,
why I must
he
be
revealed
attacked.
too much.
But if that's the case, we then have to wonder, who's the Matrix though, Logan? Like, is it your fans who got robbed? Who are the agents coming after you? I know it's not me.
So I'll explain it. Logan, with his back against the wall, does what he does best. He tries to parrot literally anyone else's belief. All he did was grift into something that he thought might be able to earn him some points to get out of it, so he went with the Matrix angle because it's such a hot button thing with Tate and all that. What he failed to realize is that literally no one is on his side, so that became even more of a goofy, delusional attempt at saving face.
Go back to the
You're
tutorial.
going to place 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet in the next. Just repeat that all the way around. Okay, so I finished my 2 rounds of 16 single crochets, and you can see that now this is forming.
Okay.
The guy scammed, point blank, hired 3 criminals, which he himself admits, and he still had the gall, the chutzpah, to try the Matrix angle, which even summoned the Matrix man himself, Andrew Tate, to shit on him for it publicly, further burying Logan's head in his ass. It's such a poetic disaster of PR. He couldn't make a good move. I actually still do believe Logan Paul doesn't have any thoughts of his own. I don't actually think he believes anything in his own mind. He just tries to pander. And he chooses any position that is the easiest and most potentially safe position to take.
I didn't want to release it at the time because I thought there was a better chance at getting a good ending for the victims here if I was a bit more diplomatic with Logan at this critical juncture when he was deciding whether he was going to give money back or not.
At the end of the day, the whole purpose behind this entire thing was telling the victim's story, so anything that could result in them getting their money back is the optimal outcome. That'd be a mission accomplished.
Which, by the way, I think some of them are. In fact, I just saw a lawyer on YouTube, Attorney Tom. He's going to start the legal process going after Logan using stuff like the arbitration clause in your terms of service. So I just wanted to say, if you're a victim of CryptoZoo, it's your support that made all the difference and got the victims at least something. So that wraps it up. Thank you for watching.
Imagine Logan comes out and just like, you know what, fuck you guys. You didn't suck my dick hard enough for my benevolent actions here. I am going to sue CoffeeZilla. Fuck you. I feel like it'll happen. It won't. He knows there's no shot he can do that. He would...
Special delivery! What's up, Greg? You guys know how when you buy something online and then return it, it gets sent back to the warehouse, repackaged, and then sold to somebody else? Maybe you picture some kind of alternate evil version of you that likes really tight-fitting t-shirts? Yeah, that's not true. It turns out stores like Amazon realized a long time ago that it's actually a lot of work to look at each item that gets returned and try to figure out if it's broken or dirty or if Shadow Danny would even like it. So they thought of kind of an ingenious method to get rid of it all. They throw it in a landfill. That's where an estimated 6 billion pounds of returned items end up every year. But luckily, some of them escape this fate. Sitting in giant boxes in these third-party facilities across the country, these mysterious forgotten items cling to some sense of hope that they might find a new home. And I am very curious as to what's in these boxes. On Amazon, you can buy like anything from a dancing monkey plush toy to a clapping monkey plush toy. And everything in between. So I want to get my cold, sweaty little hands on one of these boxes of Amazon returns, but I don't know how. So I reached out to Raleigh Williams, the host of the YouTube channel Climate Town. So Raleigh, you're working on a video about free returns right now, right?
Yeah, I saw this expose on a bunch of like brand new returns in a landfill and stores like throwing out cordless drills and perfectly new laptops and stuff. And I just thought like, we shouldn't be doing that. That shouldn't be how this system works. And so we've been reading up on it, and the reverse supply chain is not making me super optimistic.
How do free returns go from like me returning an item to these random warehouses across the country where they end up in these mystery boxes?
Yeah, so what's the last thing that you bought online?
I think I bought AirPods.
And you know how there was like an option on the AirPods to, if you buy this, you can get it delivered to your house right away? Like they'll put it into a cannon and fire it at your window?
Yeah, that's the option I picked because I needed them now.
So that doesn't really exist in reverse. You can't you don't have your own...
The shape of the pickle. So we want to make sure that it is right side out. And at this point, this is when I like to take my tapestry needle and just weave in the end from the beginning. Stuffing the pickle anyways, so it out. For round 5, we are going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches. And then we're going to place a bobble stitch in the next one. And to do a bobble stitch, we are going to yarn over place our hook into the stitch, pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through 2. And you're gonna repeat that process. So you'll yarn over, go through the stitch, and pull up a loop. Now you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're gonna grab a loop and pull through 2, and repeat that one more time. Yarn over, go through the stitch, and pull up a loop. So you should have 5 loops on your hook. You're gonna pull through 2 for a total of 4 loops on your hook.
Start over.
Oh, and you're gonna repeat that process. So you're going to yarn over, place our hook into the stitch, pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook, and you're
Slow down.
gonna yarn over and pull through 2, and you're gonna repeat that process. So you're gonna pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through 2, and you're gonna repeat that process. So you'll yarn over, go through the stitch, and pull up a loop. Now you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're gonna grab a loop and pull through 2, and repeat that one more time. Yarn over, go through the stitch.
Yarn over, go stitch,
and pull up a loop. So you should have 5 loops on your hook. You're gonna pull through 2 for a total of 4 loops on your hook, and then you are going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops, and that creates a bobble stitch. Now we are going to single crochet into the next 13 stitches to complete that round. For the 16, that creates a bobble stitch. Now we are going to single crochet into the next 13 stitches to complete that round.
Okay.
Cannon to like jam the AirPods in and fire it off back to Apple. So you put it into a box and then you ship it to what sort of seems like is back to the store, but it's not really going to the store. It's going to a thing called a returns center. So that's like this big ass warehouse where they get hundreds of thousands of returns from like all the crazy shit people bought from the internet. A lot of the returns get just thrown away at the dump. Some of the returns get donated, and then in some cases, they're gonna sell those returns to these bulk item liquidators. And this is kind of a good solution sometimes because you can actually get a little bit of money for those returns. So let's say you're like Sports Authority and you get a bunch of hockey sticks back. You can sell those to a bulk item liquidator for like pennies on how much they actually cost.
Got it. So it's only hockey sticks at these facilities then?
Oh my no, it is so many different items.
Hockey nets, hockey pucks,
Goalie masks, hockey sticks. Did we say that one?
So all these boxes full of returns, who do they sell these to? Do people like me just come in and buy giant boxes of Amazon returns?
Yeah, there's a lot of liquidators that just have an open door policy, and it's like, bring your kids, let's make a Sunday out of this. Come on down and spend $400 on a box of random returns.
So I could just go to one of these places if I find one and just buy a box?
Yeah, this would actually be kind of a good section for my video that I'm making too. So maybe we'll just go to one together. I think it'd be a good challenge to see if you can actually resell the items in the box at a profit. To actually see if it's possible to like get your money back from the big box of returns that we buy.
Maybe at the end of the video too, whatever like profit I make, we can give to a charity or something. That'd be a cool way to end it.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I do want to manage your expectations. I don't know how much you're actually going to be able to get from selling these items off, so I don't know how much profit this box is going to generate.
It was the perfect plan. Given that this is actually a pretty common side hustle I'd seen before on YouTube, I figured I would have no problem turning a profit and donating said profit to charity. Some creators have actually gotten so successful flipping pallets that they've actually turned their operation into a full-time business.
Just 3 years ago, Mitch was selling furniture out of his garage.
Yes, I was.
Now we're in this 30,000 square foot place.
We did some research and found out there was a liquidation center not too far from where I live. So Raleigh hopped on a plane, and before we knew it, there we were. In a place filled to the brim with things that for some reason or another, someone thought they wanted, but then changed their mind. A baby car mirror so you could start a safe road trip with your lovely baby. A breast enhancer that takes 2 AAA batteries. I was captivated by the untold story behind each item. This place also had overstock items in bulk, like $66,000 worth of pacifiers, and hundreds of this one aquarium decoration. I don't mean to sound like Cotton Eye Joe when I say this, but where did all this stuff come from? And where will it go? Raleigh and I searched the grounds for a while, looking for a box that spoke to us. We walked down corridors of bubble makers and as seen on TV products. We thought these women's blouses were pirate shirts, but eventually, we found the box for us. Priced at just $340, this box was a hodgepodge of various Amazon returns. Big boxes, small boxes, a Chewy box, a box of what appeared to be sweet and sour chicken. What rare, priceless gems could be waiting in here to uncover? We paid the fee, and a few hours later, the box was delivered. All right, guys, it's time to unbox the pallet. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty nervous about what's in here. I don't even know how many boxes are in here. I mean, what do you think, like 100?
I think like probably 25 to 30 boxes are in here.
Okay, so my guess was stupid then?
Well, no. All right, box number 1. This is a tent. We could do the rest of this video in a tent.
This is kind of sick. I'm liking this already, man. I'm not selling any of this stuff.
This is exactly 1 person's worth of tent, or 2 very good friends' worth of tent.
And I like that if it's a clear night, you can see the stars from inside your tent. It's not going to protect you from bears or anything, but most tents don't. Oh, a pet gate.
Yeah, pet safety fence.
Wait, that's actually kind of sick. I might need one of these. I mean, I've got a baby that can crawl now. I also have dogs that crawl all the time. When dogs walk, is that called crawling? They're on all fours.
Just walking. When a horse walks, is it called crawling?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Keurig. It's got the K right on top and everything. I wonder if it works.
Now, I'm noticing, if you look right here, there's like a little bit of stuffing. Yeah, I think this might be a gently used Keurig.
As long as they used it gently. Oop, did a piece of... I lost a bit. I lost a bit of the Keurig. I'm going for the sweet and sour chicken.
Oh, baby.
Will it really be?
So this is an example of a return. Somebody has like put it in a different box probably, and they've returned a thing. So they almost certainly took it out of the packaging, lost the packaging, and then said, fuck it, I'm returning it anyway.
Oh, is it a vacuum maybe? I'm thinking, oh yeah, vacuum, little brush. It's a car vacuum.
You don't even see that word.
Maybe whoever ordered this wanted a car vacuum, and then between the time they ordered it and they got in a car crash and never wanted to set foot in a car again.
Okay, or positive version. They ordered this. It worked so good. Their car was so clean. They're like, I'm not gonna need this again.
Never needed
for another 10 years.
I cleaned it so good that it's never gonna get dirty again.
All right, so this Chewy box was another one of the ones that like, it might be Chewy stuff or it might be...
Based on everything else so far, I'm gonna say it's not Chewy stuff. And also I can tell it's a rug just by looking at it.
It's also the way they packaged it. It's like if Chewy packaged something like this and it came to your house, I would never shop at Chewy again.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's fucking Chewy, come on.
Dog treats spilling out the side. There's like tufts of dog hair stuck to the tape.
Hey, do me a favor, ask your fucking dog if he cares how it's packaged, all right?
Oh, it's soft though. Feel that rug.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it is some kind of... Ooh.
Oh, this is nice. This is a nice padded floor.
For your doggy duffel bag. And it looks like someone did put their dog in there.
Yeah.
It's all furry.
Dog tested and returned.
Dog tested.
Disapproved of.
Dog disapproved.
Right.
A little rusty pan.
Is it rusted? Oh, no, that's the brand?
No,
it is rusted.
It is rusted.
Oh, geez.
So they must have used this a lot then.
Yeah.
They had this for 10 years and then sent it back to Amazon.
It feels terrible to say goodbye after 10 years. But...
I never liked it. Just another rug.
Dear customer, if there is crease on carpet you received, please don't worry. This is a normal phenomenon of folding carpets in order to meet the needs of international transportation. We intimately included a small watering can.
Intimately?
In big, huge bowls to help you easily solve this abominable crease.
This crime against God of a crease. There were a few staple categories in this particular palette. For example, a shocking amount of tents.
Could this be like a changing tent?
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. I think I just found another tent.
We have an orange tent here.
Okay. Also a bunch of rugs and 2 toilet accessories. I could understand why Amazon wouldn't want to take this back.
Honestly, this one, I'm going to give them a pass on this one.
But there was a category of items that worried me the most, and that was the items that I didn't even know what they were when I unboxed them. Wait, whoa. I don't know what this is, but it says mind reader. This thing can read my... Ah! Get out of my head! I can hear your thoughts. Why would it be called a mind reader?
It's like, was this the coaster you wanted?
How did you know? Get out of my head!
Look at what, I don't know.
It's like a garbage bag?
I think so.
What the hell is this? Okay. And was it just like wood?
It's a plank of wood.
Wow.
And does it say on the back, this is a set, do not separate?
Oh, does it? This is a set. Do not separate.
There is one thing in here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to if I tried. I need an axe. The more boxes we opened, my hope that we might find some cool, mysterious, rare item started to fade. People aren't constantly ordering cool doodads on Amazon and then returning them. As we came to find out, life is mundane, and so was a lot of the stuff in this box. Until we found this cool bird feeder.
A smart AI recognition bird feeder.
What does it recognize?
I think it recognizes the kind of bird.
Ooh, wait, that's actually kind of cool.
And it's kind of cool. Maybe if it sees a squirrel, it won't like put anything out.
If it sees a squirrel, it shoots it. Yeah, we get the bird seed comes down. Your little camera looks at him, says, blue jay detected. Wow, that's actually kind of cool.
That's great.
I could definitely find someone that wants to use this. In total, there were 34 boxes, and without making a single dime yet, we had already spent 55 minutes taking it all out of the box. I'm not going to show us unboxing every single item, but if you're curious, here is a list with all 34 items we unboxed. Battery low, your GoPro will automatically power off.
Wow.
That's weird.
Perfect timing.
Do I have a rectangle on my head?
It's a little one. It sort of looks like you're like Harry Potter's brother. He's like got a little rash on your head, but not the lightning bolt.
He like saw Harry get Avada Kedavra and he like ran away and just ran into a wall.
Yeah, the boy who goofed.
That thing is heavy as hell. I want to get this stuff listed on Facebook Marketplace as fast as possible, so I'm going to take inventory of everything in this box, look it up on Amazon, and find out how much it costed. That way I can list it on Facebook Marketplace for a fair price. And this will be really interesting to see because this box cost $340. So once I tally everything up, I can see how much I can potentially make off of all of this. Never had to think about how to properly photograph a toilet seat before. I don't know what people who are buying this thing are looking for. Like, what's the best angle for this thing? You need to know how big the hole is for scale. I can put my hand there. Once I got everything inventoried, the next thing I had to do is actually figure out how much everything is worth. It was actually really interesting to see what the most expensive items on here were, what the cheapest items on here were. The cheapest thing was the USB clip-on fan, and the most expensive thing was that cream and gray rug, which was $140. A couple of the items, I didn't even know what they were when I opened them, and searching around on Amazon, I was actually able to figure it out. So now I can actually list it on Facebook and not just be like, this is I don't know what this is. It's a piece of wood with a handle. The thing I'm referring to right there, I thought was a cabinet door. Oh, is this a cabinet door? But is actually some kind of stovetop cover. It's a piece of wood that you put on top of your stove when you're not using it. That way you have
this is
extra counter
tiring.
space. Seems a little bit dangerous, maybe. I don't know why they made that out of wood. That seems like maybe the exact wrong material to make it out of. Oh, the vertical tents, the standy-uppy tents, are for privacy and showering in the woods. So I guess you just climb in there and you just dump water on yourself? Or maybe if you get some kind of hose to go in there. Yeah, it's for showering. It's not for sleeping standing up, surprisingly. So in total, the box cost $340 and there are 34 items, conveniently. It's almost like they did that on purpose. But basically, I have to sell everything for an average of $10 or more to break even or make a profit. But if I wanted to make the maximum amount of money possible, then I would make around $1,700. And then if you subtract the $340 that I bought the pallet for, or Raleigh bought the pallet for, really, then the profit would be $1,350. So that is the maximum amount of money I could make from this. 1,300 smackaroon. But as I'm sure you're aware, that's not how Facebook Marketplace works. I don't think I'm going to be selling these for anywhere near the amount that you could get them for new. I want to try to sell this for a good price, but I will also be battling with my other want, my secret want, which is to get all of this stuff out of my garage as quickly as possible. I can barely back my car into the garage right now because this box is so big. So there's like an angel and a devil on my shoulder right now. The angel saying, come on, Danny, let's make a profit. And the devil is saying, get that fucking box out of the car. I don't want it anymore. We don't need the box. Just drive the whole thing to Goodwill. They can figure out what to do with it there. And then I also, guess I also have to make sure some of this stuff works. I mean, there are electronics in here. Chainsaw, leaf blower toy, there's a Keurig, there's a vacuum. So it could be time for a product review section of the video. $150 is a serious chunk of change, and if I wasn't donating this to charity, I would definitely want to make sure that I keep my profits safe and maybe even put them to work for me. But how do I go about saving that much money? $1,300 isn't going to fit in my pockets unless I buy more pants. That's why this video is sponsored by SoFi, which is... Oh, it's not pants. Okay. SoFi is a next-gen finance app, and they're going to help you bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. And I bet you can guess where that place is. It's in the app. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to me in a suit. Having a child is awesome, but it is quite expensive, so when I'm not using my money, I like to make sure it's working for me and not just sitting there, which is why I love SoFi. With SoFi checking and savings, I can earn more money on my money. With direct deposit, I can earn 9 times the national savings rate. For those of you who are new to high-yield savings and money banking, or I earn up entering this. Let's go ahead and pop some batteries in these. Hey, and this way, whoever buys these is going to get free batteries as well, which I don't think they came with. So I'm actually sort of performing a service here. I should charge people more than the Amazon list. And that's what makes me such a business-minded guy. Time for the moment of truth. Hedge trimmers. Whoa! Okay, this one works. I didn't even mean to turn that on. As I picked it up, I accidentally pulled the trigger. This one, it seems like, doesn't want to do anything, and this one was so ready to work that the second I touched it, it was like,
That's what I did. Bye.